On the 17th of April 2017, scientists at Washington State University were the first to successfully confirm the existence of negative mass. But what is negative mass? And what does this discovery change? Well, a lot. On the long term, this means the creation of a warp field is plausible, and on short term, it might provide us with crucial insights about things such as dark matter. But before I say anything else, let me try to explain what the concept of negative mass exactly is. Negative mass is simply put the concept of mass which is of opposite sign to the mass of normal matter. An example would be minus 5 kilograms. Negative mass was first created on the 10th of April 2017 by a team at Washington State University. When they cooled rubidium atoms till their temperature was only a few degrees above absolute zero, generating Bose-Einstein condensate, a state of matter whereby particles can no longer be distinguished from each other. After that, they used a laser trap and were able to reverse the rubidium atom's spin. Once they released the atoms from the trap, they were found to have the properties of negative mass. Negative mass should not be confused with antimatter, as antimatter is more likely to have positive mass and interact with gravity the same way as normal matter does. Antimatter does not repel matter, it annihilates it. With negative mass, interaction with gravity works a little different, even though it happens according to the same laws as normal matter. According to Newton's second law of motion, F is ma, in which F is the force, m the mass, and a the acceleration of the object, normal matter with positive mass will have a positive force. For example, accelerating 10 kilograms 0.5 meters per second squared will result in a netto force of 5 newtons. Once you get negative mass, however, the force will turn out negative, which has a strange effect on the matter's behavior. Like if you were to push negative mass forwards, it would accelerate backwards. This is because F is ma, where now m becomes minus 10, a remains 0.5 meters per second squared, but F as the result of minus 10 times 0.5 suddenly becomes minus 5 newtons. The result of this is that the matter moves into the direction opposite to which it was pushed in. This would mean that negative mass, when placed in fixed position close to the positive mass, will push the positive mass forward, while the positive mass would pull the negative mass towards it, thus creating a constant acceleration of both masses into the direction of the positive mass. This changes everything. This mechanism could not only be adapted to make hoverboards, but create a warp field as well. I'll not go into warp theory for this video, but if you guys want me to make a video on the subject, just let me know in the comments. To sum it all up, the discovery of negative mass might change a lot in the long term, but right now we just got the news it exists. It could be years before we could see this concept put into use for our everyday technology. And that's negative mass for you. I hope I explained it right, and see you guys in the next video.